Remember this? You want someone's advice. You want to hear their opinion on something. It could be like a friend, maybe a colleague, or your wife, your husband, your parent. And you go to them asking for their opinion or for advice, and they tell you, it's up to you. It's your decision. You can do what you want. And you walk away and you say, well, that wasn't much help. And if you've done this yourself, if you've answered people that way too, you can probably remember that. And it's really not your fault because we tend to think that answering people this way is being nice. It's giving them the freedom to choose their own path, make their own decisions, to mature. But let me show you how this is actually one of the worst ways to answer a question, one of the worst ways to answer people when they're asking your opinion or your advice. And let me show you a better way instead. Okay? When we answer this way, up to you, your decision, do what you want, this is actually showing that we don't care and that we would much rather that they just went away, didn't bother us. And it's also being very disrespectful. It's assuming that they can't make up their own minds, that we think that they're coming to us because they don't know that it's up to them. They don't know that it's their decision, as if they're just coming to us and saying, "Oh, master, tell me what to do next," as if they don't have a sense of freedom themselves. Now, this seems to be a level that we would talk to a very small child. And in fact, you can use this with adults, but this should be the very last thing you say, not the first thing you say. Let me show you how we should answer, a better way to answer people when they come to you asking for your opinion or your advice. So the first thing you want to do then would be to find out their goals. So what do you want to achieve? Try to draw that out of them. Ask them then what are their concerns? What are their fears? What worries them about this? What is the challenge to what they want? So find the goal, find the challenge or the fear, and then try to weigh the pros and cons of different alternatives. Only then can you tell them, oh, it's up to you. You have to make the decision. You can do what you want because now they've gotten your viewpoint on what are pros and what are cons. And this is going to help them think. This does a lot more for them by helping them go through this kind of process so they can learn to make decisions. This is kind of like teaching them, how to learn rather than telling them what to do or telling them absolutely nothing. All right. I hope this helps you when you're giving advice and answering questions, giving your opinion. We must all take a kind of leadership over ourselves and become kind of a leader in our own communication. If you like this, check in the comments. I've got some other techniques for you on how to answer questions that build up trust in people, so that they'll be more interested in what you have to say, and you'll be able to help them a lot more and serve more people and serve them better. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you again soon.